let us enter into the significance of the divine element gold. We're going to be peeling layer by layer, understanding the most precious science of worship in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and really understanding the true significance, the context behind every single layer. That is one of the most unique things the Supreme Conservatism is offering, reviving in the world today, is the higher context, not just offering worship and offerings out of duty or feeling obligated or out of fear or out of greed, but understanding the higher context, understanding that this makes you manifest your higher reality. So let us enter now into the significance of the divine element gold. Today, we have an economic and social value for gold. We often see that gold has an economic value because it is worth a lot of money, it has a lot of currency value, and of course, you can always exchange it for money as well. And it also has a social value, whether it is when we are awarding golden trophies or awarding golden medals. We always give the highest pedestal that we think in society, the gold award. Or if we want to place value in our relationship, for example, whenever we want to give gifts on our anniversaries or on our wedding days, or when we are giving gifts for Mother's Day, whenever it is, when we want to place value, when we want to tell somebody that we love them, we offer them gifts in gold. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course. When we want to show we love, as a society, we have certain structure and certain way to give that value and show that value, show that we value another person. But how did we do it in Sanatana Hindu Dharma? Where was actual value placed? Value was placed in the divine qualities, sacred sentiment. And value was ultimately on the consciousness itself, not just economic, not just social value, but consciousness itself. That's why gold itself is considered as a divine element. And here we have the verse from the Atharva Veda, as you can see here, where the translation, as you can see, it goes, triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they called the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life. So gold, as I said, is a divine element. It purifies anything that it touches, and is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who operates in its vicinity. And this might sound like alchemy to you. And the truth is that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has actually revived the science of spiritual alchemy and has literally been able to manifest these various different powers and show the power behind gold, how it is actually such a very powerful superconductor for superconsciousness. So thus, our Vedic civilization had placed gold in every single nook and cranny of our civilization, in the Hindu scriptures, in the Hindu buildings, in the architecture, in the art. Everything had a use for gold. And of course, in the rituals as well. When one was to be saved from a life-threatening illness, gold was offered as a ritual fee. And gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities. And even I can say that in the Hindu civilization, as we placed value in all different beings, in all different sentient beings, even the horses, cows, the elephants, every single one had value and was worshipped to be divine, and therefore dressed, adorned, decorated with gold. The Hindu civilization was known to be thriving on the banks of rivers of gold. In fact, the Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya in the Rig Veda, I believe, and in the river Saraswati was called the Hiranyavardhani in the Atharva Veda. So as you can see, gold placed value, not just economic and social value, but sacred sentiment. And we understood that gold has divine qualities. So we can move on to the next slide. Even today, the very jewels with which Devi Meenakshi, the incarnation of Devi Parashakti, who descended on planet Earth and lived in the human frame, in the mortal frame, thousands of years back, and was a sovereign leader of Kailasa itself, and brought down Kailasa itself. Those very golden jewelry are still today used, offered in worship and alankaram in the temple, the Meenakshi Amman temple. So each and every one of you can understand that there is so much significance that these gold offerings place, not just for now, but literally immortalized in history. So yes. Now let us begin with the Ihundi offering. We have the Ihundi offering here, which is a general donation that you can make. And let me first chant the verse here that says the reference for the Ihundi offering. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaham, Shambhavi Sharadaradhya, Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fears. So, as you can see in this verse itself, Devi Parashakti is Bhakti Priya, meaning she is the lover of all of her devotees. Anyone who wants to be devoted simply accepts that devotion and she bestows, showers her love for